There we go. That's much better. Hey guys, it's Chris here, and let's talk about flip-flops. So, when I made this layout, I did it live, and it was like the pandemic themed little 8.5 by 11 layout, and I added a flip-flop. I added a flip-flap to, hey Lori, hey Bernadette, Sharice is on too. I added a flip-flap to the actual page because when you're doing a live, it's hard to put the page protector on and add the flip-flap because you guys get glare. So quite often when I'm demoing, I will just add it right to my layout, and then I will alter my page protector and pull it through. So somebody actually asked me to show you how to do that. So I'm going to do that, and we're going to do a few things with flip-flaps, and I'm going to show you a few different ways to alter page protectors. So when I did this too, don't forget I put up the good morning. I always forget that it's morning in the middle of my afternoon. There's the pandemic title prompt. So if you guys want that list and you didn't get it, if you just type titles in here, I'll put the link in after. So what we're going to do, so this one, we're just going to alter it. I would normally not do this until I know how it's going in the album, but we're just going to alter it, pretending for sure that this is how my two pages are going to go. So for anybody who doesn't know about flip-flops, they're like an envelope made out of page protector. So it is made out of the same material as our page protectors. And I'm actually going to make my table bigger so you guys can see closer. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so you can see the glare coming already. But I don't want to turn down the lights because then you won't be able to see. There we go. Okay, because I've put this behind the page protector already. Okay, so flip-flaps come in all different sizes and shapes because they're square and they're rectangle. They're made out of the same fabric like a page protector, so your photo's protected behind here. It's good and sturdy, and basically it works kind of like an envelope. So in a minute, we're going to put another one on a layout. So there's all different sizes. Like I said, there's ones that are as big as your page, right down to photo sizes. So like 2x2s even, 3x4s, 3x3s, 4x4s, 4x6s, all the sizes. Okay, so you can see I added this one onto this page. This is a 3x4 one, and they, in a package, half of them come with adhesive this way, so they would flip up like this, and the other half, the adhesive is this way, so it would open up like this. I'll show you that actually. So here is like a 3x4 packaging. Okay, so half of them in the package will open like this, right? And then the other half open like I have Emmy's picture in already, like this. So they're a great way to add more photos, hidden journaling, all sorts of things. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to alter this page protector because that's the specific question that I had. Okay, so make sure before you put it in your page protector that you have your page protector going the right way, right? So I know I want these two side by side so my holes are meeting in the middle. Okay, So I'm going to make sure I've pushed it all the way in, because once the flip flap comes through the page protector, it's not moving inside the page protector. Okay, so put it how you want it. Okay, I'm going to move this one out of the way because we don't need the glare. And okay, so I need to basically slit this page protector and pull the flip flap through. So I'm just going to, and it might seem there's nothing fancy here. I've just got a sharp knife, craft knife. This one happens to be a Cricut one. And then I have a super sturdy piece of cardboard that I like to use. You can also, if you have like a little self-healing mat and you prefer, you can totally do that. I like this, and I have just put, this is just a Post-it note. So you can see all the times I've used this Post-it note. When it's shredded up enough, I will change it. But so I've just put this on here because it's got lines, and it becomes very helpful for cutting the page protector. So I'm just going to, with my piercing tool, but you can do, or you can do it with a marker, mark where I need to slice my page protector. So I need to slice the top because this one's opening up. So we're going to slice across the top of the page protector. So you can either mark it with like your piercing tool. So I've just like done 2 little dots, or you can take a pen and just make a mark. And basically now all we have to do is connect the 2 dots. And I'll show you how my Post-it note comes in handy. So the dots will be super hard for you to see, but there's one right here and there's one right here. Okay, so now when I slide my piece of cardboard in, I need, this is longer, so normally I can just connect my 2 dots, but okay, we're gonna just do this. I'm just gonna flip it the other way. Okay, and so now when I put it inside, I'm going to use the lines on my Post-it note to connect one dot to the other. And I don't need it to go all the way across because I'm actually going to use a ruler, but I just need to kind of know that I'm going straight when I lay my ruler down. So I can see here on my dot is where my line is lined up. Okay, and then I'm going to suggest, I like a ruler with a metal edge. And that's because I know that I'm not going to cut my ruler. A plastic ruler, sometimes if you take a sharp X-Acto knife against it, you're going to actually shred a little bit of your ruler. And then you kind of get like a little bit of a wonky line. Okay, so I'm just going to, so now I can see my dot is here and here, and I've got my straight edge against it. So I'm going to take my knife, and the lines from the Post-it just kind of help me know that I'm straight. Okay, and then before I move my ruler, I'm just going to make sure that I do actually go all the way from one side to the other, and then I'm not caught anywhere. So now I have a slit. Okay, so then I'm just going to add my page inside. And as I slide this one down, I'm going to just pull my my flip flap through. And there we go. So that's how you can alter it after you've already put your, if you've put your flip flap on down first. So this also, and then just I would just wipe off the two spots where my pen was, and you can't even see them. Okay, so don't forget, if you want the titles, just type titles in the comment, but we're going to go through a couple of different things. So I'm actually going to now adhere a flip flap to a page the way you would normally do it, not like before, like when I was demoing. So I grabbed one of the layouts from my Daisy Meadows workshop, and we're going to add a 3x3 flip flap onto it. So again, sorry, you're going to get glare. There is no way around that with the plastic. So I know that this is a right-hand page. So because it's going to go together like this, right? So we're going to just we'll add it over here. So I'm going to, again, make sure that my page is in my page protector how I want it. Okay. And then I have my 3x3 page protectors, or flip flops here. And then, okay, so I'll just get a photo mat to add there. So we're going to pretend I wanted an extra photo here, or extra journaling or something. So I've placed my photo inside my flip flap, opening like this. We're going to fold it like an envelope, and then you have a very thin plastic film on it that covers the adhesive. So the adhesive on a flip flap is super strong. So make sure before you actually stick it down that you have it the way you want it. So I'm going to just take my piercing tool and lift off the backing, and they're super staticky always, no matter what you do. Okay, and then I can just lay it on top how I want it to be. So you can see I'm lining it up at the bottom before I push this down, because once you push the adhesive down, it's down for good. So I'm just lining everything up so that it's square with what's underneath, and then I'm just going to gently tap down my flip flap. Okay, so it's as easy as that, and then I would make sure to push this down here. So now I have a flip flap on the outside of my page protector. So that is the normal way to do it, not pulling it through. Okay, so I have a few other things to show you. So a few other pages that I've altered the page protectors. Oh, and we'll do this. So I'm going to do it again. This is a flip flap. This is a class that I taught in my membership group, Creative Collaboration. Okay, and so there's a flip flap here, and there's stuff in this flip flap, and there's going to be journaling behind it. So we're just going to alter the page exactly the same way as we did the 8.5 by 11. Okay. So first, I'm just going to take my pen, and I'm going to mark the two edges of the flip flap. So again, this is the 3x3 flip flap, and this one is also attached at the top. So I'm just going to mark the top edges of the flip flap. Okay. Now I'm going to pull my layout out. Okay. And then let's get a new Post-it note. Okay, so I just use like a stack like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to add it back on here. And my two dots are right here and here. So I'm going to connect them using my Post-it note lines for making sure I'm straight. I know this is the way I want my page protector because we took the layout out of it. So, okay, so this one, it's a little bit easier to see. So I have one dot there and one dot there, and see, I'm using this line of the Post-it note to line up my ruler to cut. So I'll go like this. I just have to get it so we're in camera and you guys can see. Okay, so now my two dots are on this line, and I'll just get my ruler again. Okay, so I have my metal edged ruler, right? And I'm laying it from one dot to the other. And then I have my craft knife here. Okay, and so I'm just going to cut right through my page protector. Like that. And it's as easy as that. Okay, so now we'll put this page back in and we'll pull the flip flap through. So we'll load it in like so, and as I go by, I can pull my flip flap through the page protector. Okay, so now it sits like this, right? And works. It's as easy as that. Okay, so one little trick I wanted to show you. If you are kind of nervous about cutting a page protector, we'll pull the Emmy back out of this one, and I'm going to show you a trick. So if you want to practice, because you're not exactly sure if it's going to work if it's going to work or exactly the mechanics of it, here's my suggestion. All of the paper from Close to My Heart comes in these plastic bags. Okay, so what I would do if you want to practice is you can actually put your page in the plastic bag and practice. So obviously this one is too big, so okay, I have a second version here. Okay, so we're going to actually do this one. So this is the one without the photos on it. Okay, so if I wanted to practice, I could put this in my plastic bag, okay, and just pretend like it's a page protector, so you can practice one time before you actually cut your page protector if you're nervous. So you can do exactly the same thing, right? I would mark on my plastic bag, take my page out, put my whatever hard surface you want to use, right? Find my dots, use my lines, So if you've never altered a page protector before, and then take my knife, where's my straight edge? So if you've never tried to alter a page protector before and it makes you a little bit nervous, try this a few times, because a plastic bag is completely disposable, right? But it kind of helps you figure out exactly what you're doing. Because altering page protectors can get more complicated depending on what you want to do with it, right? So then I can just test it, right? So I put my page back in the plastic bag. I can pull the flip flap through the hole that I've cut in the plastic bag, and I can see that it works, right? So it's just a way to try and figure out if you can alter a page protector that way, or give you practice, and at the end you just throw the plastic bag in the garbage, right? Because it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a few more page protectors that I've altered, because you can alter them in different ways. So these are all classes that I taught publicly. So these were creative collaboration classes, or this was in the group, but so I needed the tags to come through, right? So I've sliced my page protectors right along here. But then I did actually teach it as a class. This was the one I actually taught, right? So the tag, you can pull it out and put it back in. So there's hidden journaling, right? So this was a public class if anybody actually wants to do it. If you type class in, I can send you to where you can go and see it. So then I also did just an example. Yes, I know it's one of your favorites. So this is just another version of the same thing, and these ones also pull out. So I just thought I'd show you there's a variety of different ways that you can alter your page protector, and everything is all still covered up with all of these in all of these examples. But you can also alter your page protector so something's not covered up if you're okay with that. So this is like a little pop-up feature. So this is Goofy Emmy. She was upset because I was paying attention to Obi. So this is like a I love the lovely version too. So this has no page protector on top of it. So you have to be okay with that. Sorry, I'm gonna see if I can move that light a little bit. But it will be sandwiched between two page protectors in an album, right? Because there would be another, so if there was another layout on this side, it would be all covered in page protector on that side too. So yes, this is a fun one. So this is lovely, and then the thin cut flowers, and the tags pull out, and then some embossing on the border. So there you go. Those are the page protectors, how to alter them, some fun facts about flip flops. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget, if you want the pandemic titles prompts, if you type in list, I will send you the link, and we will put Emmy back in her page protector there, the altered one. I just have to find it in my pile here now. So we did how technically to add a flip flap on, and how to alter to have your flip flap come through. So there we go. I hope that is helpful to some people. I thought that was a great question after, because I know you guys all see when I actually do it in like a live and attach it to a page, if you ever wanted to do that, because for example, like I said at the beginning, perhaps you were scrapbooking and you didn't know the order of your pages, but you knew you wanted to do a flip-flop there and how to alter it later. So hopefully those tips were helpful, and I will add the link in there for you guys. And like I said, really, my tools are not fancy at all, but I have found that the little post-it note with the lines on it is very helpful just to help me see. And I don't know if it's just because quite often when I'm doing it, I am teaching or something, so I've got a lot of light going on. But it just kind of helps you connect the one line to the other line. So that is what I have for you guys today. I have another fun live coming later this week. And yeah, I think that's all. I just wanted to go through my pile here and make sure I'm not leaving out anything that I was going to pull up. So, no. Okay, so there's that the other side of that page. Okay, and then here is the other one that we did that exact same process with, but just kind of a different. Oh, thank you very much, Michelle. You too. So just kind of a different, there's no photo in here. There's just some embellishment. So these are the foam heart from Perfect Match. And they're just not hiding the journaling, just kind of masking it just a little bit. Okay, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I will for sure drop the link in so you guys can find that, and I will be back later this week. Talk to you later, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.